Hello, everybody. They should now be able to hear us both. Assuming I didn't break something, which would fit the last 3 days. uh, criminy. What am I even doing with my life right now? That's what I'm doing.
This is why I knew this would be a good stream. When I was watching you guys play the other day, I was just like, oh, yeah, I need to go and jump in with these guys. We're going to do the funny voices and everything.
Yes. Now, if I can find where Speed Brawl went, I'll be able to make it so it shows up on stream. There it is. Okay. I said there it is. Okay.
Bing.
Oh, I should unmute the game. That's a good idea. Turn the game down a bit so I'm not deaf. I want you to know you've ruined my life.
What, with this game?
Yes.
Amazing.
3 a.m. was when I eventually gave up yesterday after 2 hours of trying to... Not even trying to get first place on the leaderboard for where'd it go? I've been lied to. I didn't save it.
Oh, did you get past? You got past that bit, but it's not there. Oh yeah, there you are. Look at that.
It didn't save it. Wait, where's all my stuff? What?
Did you load the right save file?
What? Where'd all of it go?
Yeah, because I can see your. I'm looking at the leaderboards now, and I can see your time on levels further than that. So maybe you just opened a different save file.
No, I only have the one. I don't know why.
Oh. We're just gonna have to go and do it again.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it again. Whoever did the mission where you unlock why am I terrible with names? No,
is it Carl?
Carl, yes, Carl. Whoever did that mission, I want them to not be harmed, but I want them to have a very annoying day. I can't even get gold.
Yeah, Carl is an enemy is a very, very hard character, and we've got people that play this that still don't have gold on that level, but have gold in much, much, much harder championships. Just Carl is just a little bit different.
It's hell. All right, how do I invite you?
So I think if you press Y and then create online party, and then you can invite me from the other thing.
I also seem to have a second player.
You have to kick yourself.
All right, there we go. And I still can't seem to invite you. What?
If you just click on me, invite new player now.
Oh, okay. Now it'll bring up the thing. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom. Oh no. This means I lost 10,000 gold. No. Why?
I don't have it. I don't have it to give you, I'm afraid. Otherwise I'd share it.
I don't have an achievement I had. Oh no, okay. Wait. Did it keep my level but not my progress? What?
Yeah, that's a new one on me. Like our save system is pretty much decoupled from everything else in the game, so it shouldn't lose progress. Unless you were you potentially playing co-op with someone else and you were the client?
No, I was playing alone. No one I know is up until 3 in the morning. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just like I was up until whatever. The times are still there. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
I have proof. the second pole race here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I can see your time. It's fantastic.
Yeah, this pole race here I love. The one after this makes me want to die. Okay. My brain literally does not understand it.
Jeremy, who is our kind of resident pole race expert, he kind of developed and designed all of those levels. And Jeremy is a kind of like a hardcore platform. I mean, he plays platform games. Like I just can't enjoy them at that level. They're just too like clutch. And yeah, he did all of our pole races. If you think that pole race is hard, wait until you get to the latter pole races in Crown.
Oh no. Oh.
So who are you playing with at the moment? Who are your like favorite characters?
Cassie is the face of speed as far as
Cassie
I'm concerned.
is the best. Yeah.
Exactly, I agree. That is the face of speed.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play as Carl because I was like, he looks fun after he spent 2 hours making me upset. But apparently I got to re-earn that.
We'll get there. We'll get you through it.
Here. No offense to your lovely story, but I want to get him back.
You go.
I want to get him back, and then we can continue. Because at that point,
It's the kind of the thing that all of us that are writers have to deal with. You must provide the player with a skip button, and the player is perfectly within their right to ignore all story.
Oh, I love the story. It's fantastic. But just trying to just beat the level with Carl.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, it was. I tried for hours, and every time I'd be like, okay, I'd forget what I was doing because it was so dang late. That I was like, okay, did I do it? Wait, I didn't even get gold. Of course I didn't do it.
Yeah, there's a kind of, you get into this zen-like state when you're really kind of like playing the game hardcore, and especially after you've done a few hours. And it just starts to become sort of mesmerizing.
Oh, yeah.
It was entirely by design.
It's a fantastic design, and I love it.
Oh, thank you so much. So I'm just trying to fight and at the same time watch you play, just to see if you've unlocked any sort of like any of the kind of the secret tricks. Oh, Carl versus Carl, this will be fun. Oh, I launched that at the top of the screen.
I'm still terrible at dodging. My strategy for this is just don't get hit.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing. Oh, you see, my Carl's out as well now. Carl is he's a deadly foe.
I rush to save Cassie every chance I get. Like, I love Ebba, but Cassie is my girl. I just lose it without her.
It's really funny, like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Cassie was originally written as a kind of a London street rat, and then the girl that voiced her sort of like popped in and said, oh, I have this idea for Cassie, and she's very French-Canadian, and so she gave us this voice performance, and we were like, okay, yeah, that's Cassie. And then we completely rewrote her to be this kind of like Franglish, like from France, but lives in England character. That's why she says a bunch of French words. It's essentially like living in Montreal.
Yeah. I would imagine. I have several just normal Canadian friends. And I imagine it's very similar.
Ah, missed him.
Oh my god.
Oof. I think. Oh, I realized what I did. My Carl currently doesn't have any equipment, so he's incredibly weak against these fire rippers.
See, I thought you were just trying to do hard mode. I thought you were trying to outdo me. I was like, listen, I know I've spent the last 4 days just spamming your game. You don't like.
I'm just watching you fight now and trying to see what you've worked out and what you haven't yet grasped, so I can kind of like offer you some hot tips. But you're really good.
I would lack the. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, God! Ah! The thing I've realized we're absolutely terrible at is fighting the crab things where you have to hit them on the top.
Oh yeah. They're. It's funny. They're one of the first enemies you fight, but a lot of people have trouble with them. I think it's that. Oh look, I'm down. Yeah, I need to respec my equipment. I am really underpowered for this.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
That's what he says as the developer.
Yeah, of course. You know, you made the game. It's
Yeah, I should be good, right?
yeah, it's all. It's
how it
you
works.
just game messed you up. Took all your stuff off. Just like it deleted the last 7 hours of my life. I still have all the gear. What?
You've got all the gear though, right?
I've got all the gear from grinding out the levels, but none of the. I'm so confused. Okay. This is a new one, but, you know, life happens.
Exactly. That's better. Right, now my Carl actually has a chance. But yeah, I can see you're selling a lot of stuff. That's definitely that's one of the cool things about when you're just going for gold again and again and again and again and again. You get so much cash. It's great.
Yeah. Like I said, I lost about. Whoops. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Euro Eclipse. I had my thing not in the live mode. My brain is awful.
Yeah, Euro Eclipse. I was streaming with Euro Eclipse last night. We were playing the game, and so he's just popped up. It's always nice. That's what I love about Twitch is that you kind of see someone over there, then you see someone over there, and then they're all in the same room together. It's really, really fun.
Yes, I love it. I've met some of my best friends through doing this.
It's funny doing this Twitch tour. I'd never really streamed anything before, so getting into the streaming process and fitting it into your life is a really interesting problem. But wow, it's rewarding.
It really is. It's fantastic, and it's probably the best decision of my life. I'm
nice.
not.
Both got the boost.
I'm not big by any standards, but it's so much fun and it's social and.
Yeah, because we'd both be sat at home playing games anyway, so why not play them with other people?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. The first thing I learned is when you get down to like the last two enemies, just drag it to the right of the screen.
Yeah. It's all of these. There's all of these kind of like things that you don't necessarily have to think about with other brawlers that really are going to like help you out if you work out how to do them in this. And you're absolutely right. If you've got an enemy on the right hand side, leave him. Like, make sure he's the last enemy that you attack, and then you're going to have a kind of a really easy few seconds off the final time.
Yes, it's an easy little optimization, and I learned this yesterday. I don't know if this is intentional or just the way it works. But where you stop in a level when you first come in will affect where stuff spawns.
Yeah, that's correct. So the spawn points are always the same, but sometimes we use pre-spawned enemies, and depending on kind of like which enemy you take out first, so sometimes you run in and you hit a pre-spawned enemy, which triggers a different enemy coming in. So there are, it's not all random at all. It's like really choreographed. You just have to learn where those enemies are. And that's kind of one of the fun of playing the game again and again and again and again. It's like you're having fun, and every single time you're always shaving like a quarter second, a half second, and getting faster and faster.
Yes.
Oh, missed him.
I absolutely hate you, Carl. Absolutely hate you.
Me?
You and your devilish good looks.
Or sucking worse and worse in my case. Yes, you're right. It's sometimes you do just get worse and worse at the game, and that's when you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna go do a pole race instead.
The pole races are so good. At least the ones before the target ones. Again, when you throw targets at, why do I keep falling down holes? When you put the targets in, my brain stops working. I don't know why.
I think it's because you kind of like those pole races. You're like, oh, good, I can rest my thumb. I don't need to press the kind of the X button again and again and again. And then suddenly you're like, oh no, I have to. Boom.
Ugh. I hate wasting it. What? Oh, get...
There's another one.
Yeah, jerk.
Just keep him up in the air.
What? Will you just die? What the heck? I'm very confused. Ah! Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, stop falling down the holes. What?
It's really funny. So if you look at you see on where the pits are, there's those little lips. So we had to add those lips so that players, when they were running at speed, actually do little bunny hop over the holes, or the barrels do a little bunny hop over the holes. Otherwise, we were finding during testing that players were just like wailing and wailing and wailing and pushing people in the holes, which is not the fun way. A hole should be this kind of like lucky treat where you're like, yes,
Yes.
slip that sunlight boop, into the hole.
Yes. Also, I still don't know why I do that, but it's so satisfying.
Because I think we do that in real life as well. You get put in a cage and everyone just becomes the ultimate warrior.
I believe you're right. I am not you, and that's not you either. No, Casty!
That's why when I was watching you guys play before, the way you would scream after your characters was so much fun.
So, probably really obvious question, but for the sake of like,
Sure.
just wondering, for co-op, is it just a straight numbers increase, or did you actually like add in more enemies or something that it just doesn't feel like it?
No, the enemy complements are exactly the same. What changes is that they have a little bit more HP, they do a tiny little bit more damage, and then we have this system in the game for attack tokens. That's to make sure that the player isn't getting swamped by enemy after enemy after enemy. And the attack tokens, if we have more attack tokens, obviously they'll attack more often. Less, they'll attack slightly less. So we just raise the attack tokens slightly. So it just feels a little bit more intense.
Ooh.
It's just a very gradual scale up so that it's still as challenging as single player. But what we didn't want to do, we didn't want to create like a wholly different mode so that if you're playing in single player, you're not learning about the game.
I think I need help.
Oh, yeah. Oh, where are you?
Goodbye,
you're
life.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to have to actually focus and play now. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a nice big damage chunk. Yeah.
Carl is a menace.
Yeah, he is a menace to society. Oh.
He's just a beautiful menace.
Oh.
For all the levels with him in them have given me so much trouble. I hate it.
That's because he's the dashing debonair jeweler from Denmark.
It's beautiful.
He's not from Denmark. He's from. I do remember exactly where he's from in Europe, but the name escapes me right now.
I know Micro was giving him Vegas voice. So he came out kind of Spanish.
He's definitely traveled all around Europe. He's probably like Vega's great-grandfather.
I could see that. And I'm excited to see whoever the last character is whenever I can get that far. Alright, let's can I can just go to crown. Alright, let's...
Yeah, so it's this point in the game where it sort of opens up and becomes a bit more, a little bit less linear. And so we give the player the option to sort of go into crown and chase that sort of experience, or they can stay in Florin. It's just that, you know, you can sort of choose what sort of game you want to play at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense. I really like that. I like that you've got different kind of levels that are they're very they work with the game as opposed to some games where the different like game types don't really work with it.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that I mean the combat was obviously the key focus of the game, and then we wanted to give the player both a break and do something where we teach them about some of the higher level aspects. So the pole races, for example, they teach you how to use your combat moves to get around. It's not just running and jumping, it's like dashing and grabbing and spinning around. So like one of the things you can do is when you tag in other players is you can actually add a direction to that. So you saw my Johnson kind of flew in from the bottom there, and then I can make Eva come in from the top. So there's lots and lots of kind of sort of hidden tips for kind of really maximizing your movement and your attack speed. Oh, excellent, well done. Yeah, you're really good at this.
Oh yeah, this was actually the last one I did before I went on to fight Carl because he was just frustrating in the one previous. Not like bad not like bad frustrating, but just this is hard.
It's a kind of a tenement of the genre though. Like these games like Streets of Rage, Final Fight, like those old Capcom games, they were frustrating. And you also had to put another 25 cents in every time, or rather out of that kind of like, for me it was 10p. I think in the US, I'm not sure. Is it a quarter?
Quarter, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your Johnson is always flying around. It's true. This game is deliberately written so that everything you say about it is a double entendre.
Me and Micro found that, or I found that out, Micro. Well, you saw him.
It's right. Willy's Whack Shack. Once you unlock that, you know the direction this game is going.
I'm very proud of all of these times.
They're amazing.
I spent... this is the first time I've ever gotten into speedrunning a game, and it's just... I don't know what combination this led to just being like, well, this is a thing I'm going to do, but it just led to it, and I love it.
Oh, that's great. It's really fun. It's funny, like we did look at speedrunners, but speedrunners, you generally like a particular type of game. And we were looking at like speedrunner things we could add to the game to to make it more speedrunner friendly. But I think the reality is they like to just play it as it is, and then they build their own rules around it.
Oh yeah. I watch a lot of speedruns. I'm infatuated with the whole thing. GDQ is like a holiday for me.
Amazing. Yeah, hopefully when that comes around, there'll be plenty of players playing Speed Brawl. We'd really like to see that.
Oh, I would love to see that. I think this came out a little too late for AGDQ, but oh my god, summer. I really hope to see this. I really hope to see this, and I hope that everything I do gets demolished. because the only thing I figured out how to optimize are the pole races, and only the first two.
You guys should give Johnson a helicopter move. Yes,
Oh.
I'm helicoptering my Johnson. It's fantastic. It's really funny, like playing this game with North Americans, and I was just on another stream with a Brit, and when I first moved to Canada, the one of the first lessons I give all Canadians is, oh, by the way, in England we say dick a lot, and we have like a million names for dick, and it's not always offensive. Sometimes it's really friendly, and in America it's a little bit, it's not as colloquial, I think the word is. It's not as the language isn't as weird and fluffy.
Yeah, we're as angry as people pretend German sounds. or maybe it does just sound. I don't know any actual Germans.
Yeah, it's just volume. It's just volume, isn't it?
Yeah, everything comes out angry. Okay, I want to just get to this so I can. I just want to complain real quick at you. So let's.
Okay, yeah, you do it. You do that. That's
No,
totally fine.
Not like because of the game, but I just want to get to this real quick.
Amazing.
Actual German living in America now. Do we sound as angry as we think you sound? Because I feel like that's something you could answer. Something I've noticed during these pole runs is the hitboxes them are very forgiving.
On the targets.
The poles, actually.
Oh yeah. So also, what do you use? Do you use the trigger, or do you use the right trigger or the right button to trigger the poles? Okay, yeah. So if you switch to the button, you're actually going to find that your time improves. Really? Because the trigger, I mean, obviously it's not that much of a difference, but on the trigger you have to push down and you have to before you hit it, whereas the button is much more instant.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. I should try that.
But we raced through that.
Oh yeah. That one took me about half an hour to get the time I got on it. And
there's still another thing that you didn't work out in that one though.
Was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're on the poles and when you have a barrel in front of you, if you hold diagonally upwards, you're going to jump upwards and hit upwards at a slight diagonal, which is going to kick the barrel up into an arc, and then that barrel is going to go through all of the targets.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah.
How did I... Oh,
look, there's my time. Spot on.
Okay. That might help me with this one, knowing that... Actually, no, this one still boggles my mind. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this one.
Okay, the pole races are not my best, so let's see if we can work it out together.
Like, I can't even figure out, like, a fast route for this one. I don't even think I have a time on this, because I would just lose my mind and not finish it. Because I know you're supposed to go there. Like, this part's easy. Then you knock this, you hit this, go here, hit, bop. But then here's where my brain starts kind of getting funky. And for some reason, now I know I can do that, though.
Yeah.
That will probably help. Okay. Just for some reason, that one... I think now that I know that, I'd be able to do it better. But for some reason, this one, I would get bronze every time.
There's also that tip of like, sometimes you should go backwards. So there's, if you mix in the wall kicks, you can, you'll notice how some of the poles are arranged in a sort of a grid. And you can go from the pole down, backwards against the wall, use the wall to kick upwards. So you can create these sort of like interesting loops. And once you've mastered those loops, and you're playing the game like in a real kind of clutch Twitch fashion, then that's when you're going to get the fastest times.
That's a good point. You pointed out a thing I did not even realize. I want Carl.
Come on, let's do this. Let's do it.
We got this. I believe in us.
I was picking a different character, but I'm just gonna bring out Cassie because Cassie's the best.
Oh, it's fine. Cassie's. I agree.
And let's bring Johnson. Oh yeah, Colossus. Love it. Donate.
I have lost time to this game, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed at midnight. I'm gonna play this for like 20 minutes, and then it's 2-3 in the morning.
It feels terrible as the developer to kind of like put people through that, but as a player, I've undoubtedly had exactly those moments.
See, I've never minded so much. I have a lot of free time due to my disability, so this is it's just more stuff that I'm enjoying, which always makes me happy.
That's great.
Because literally, I'm like, I'm currently in the Fallout hype.
Yeah.
So I was literally just playing this. I'd memorize a level in my head, and then figure out what I had to do, and I'd have Fallout videos because, of course, everybody's just talking about it now.
Of course, yeah.
I'd have those in the background while I'm just like focusing intently on this. I'm not even sure I took anything in, but this is just. And then 18-hour-long Fallout videos later.
Yeah. When's Fallout out?
The 12th? No.
Oh wow!
14.
Like
of next
so
month,
it's soon.
not this.
Oh,
month.
next month, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, Carl, come on! Ah.
Oh.
No! Cassie, I don't know if she's the fastest, but she's the. I when I was talking on Twitter, I just took a picture, or I just took a little screenshot of her face and was just like, "This is the face of speed." I love it. I love her. She's my favorite.
Yeah, she's definitely the character with the fastest movement speed. In terms of like dealing damage, maybe less so.
I can definitely see that, but it feels like with her move set, she makes up for it with her special, and just how fast you can attack if you get a lot of stuff together at once.
Yeah, because that speed's good for offensive and defensive as well. So if you've got like projectiles, she gets out of the way of projectiles really quickly. She gets out of the way of these spikes really quickly.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of them.
Please stop falling in holes. Seriously. And for 6 pence, she's literally just clears entire areas alone with her ult.
It's really funny when you unlock her in 3 penny and you use that ult for the first time, it's like, oh wow, this looks really cool, but then obviously you're bouncing all over the place, no control.
Yeah.
And so some players sort of like don't like that and they leave her, and then they get into 6 pence and they struggle and they're like, oh, this is really tough, how am I going to do this? But then, of course, they forget they've got Cassie. And when you remember you've got Cassie in an enclosed space, that special is, that ultimate and her special is really powerful.
Oh, yeah. Stop standing in the fire, you idiot.
You're sharpening your shoes.
I've just accepted my life. I found myself doing that whenever I'd get angry at a level like this, trying to run the levels for the
Yeah.
IL, and just it's like, okay, I messed up. Just trying to make myself chill. It's oddly funny just to do that for about 30 seconds and then just go, okay, time to restart.
Yeah. Time to get a faster time. Oh, missed it.
Cool. Good crap.
Oh, all of us, just a big pile of death on the floor there.
Good lord. No, don't throw things at me. When he stands still, it's so helpful and nice.
Just stand there and look pretty and let me hit you.
Just stand there and try to drop kick me. It works. I just... Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. He's tapped out.
I thought it could survive more than one whack, so I was like, I'm going to keep it down so that it'll explode and it'll look cool. Nope.
Oh! Ooh, saved myself then.
I want to thank whoever thought to put, when she's ulting, the floor of the holes as little walls.
Yes. That was... I remember when that kind of came up, and I was like... me personally, I was like, no, it's good, it's good. Let them be able to go down the holes. It's a punishment. It's a risk reward. And then a much more intelligent game designer went, no, we're gonna make those floors, and yeah, it's much better for it.
Like the punishment should be wasting your ult hitting them as far as where am I? Why have I'm lost in a sea of purple?
We just got nailed. Okay, I'm gonna change up my equipment again, and let's attack that again.
All right.
What have we got? Crystal is please. Oop.
Okay, do I have anything?
Okay. Okay, I'm a little bit better prepared now.
I hope I am. So it's just these two kicked my ass last night, and they're still doing it.
Okay, so yeah, I got my Ebba prep. I'm gonna do April O'Neil Ebba. Let's bring Carl in for a taste of his own medicine.
It's Bam Bam time.
Yes. Bam, bam, bam.
And I did not be purple. I was getting very... Let's go goth, Ebba.
Nice.
That's more like it.
Yeah, now we're cooking with gas.
Oh.
Yeah, there's always one.
Okay.
Oh, here he is.
Come on, Carl.
Oh, nice. Wow! Wow!
I love doing that. That's just bam. That beat my actual time for this level. I'm gonna be so annoyed if it did.
Oh, damn.
Ah!
Ooh. Flew in from the side of the screen and straight down a hole.
Goodbye, Carl.
Yeah, bye.
No, no, please. Oh, no, no hole. Stop. I think I just got an achievement for falling down the hole.
Yeah, there is definitely one of those.
Whoop. What? Okay. Oh, I thought it died. I was like, that was
No.
fast.
It is possible to kind of stun them, and then you can kind of just wail on them until they're dead.
Oh, yeah. The little event log on the left is still popping up.
Yeah, that's a bug, and we have patched it out. So we have a patch currently waiting to land on PC. We're just testing a couple of elements on it. One of the things that we've had feedback on is that there's a little bit of input lag, and that input lag is there deliberately so that when you play in single player or online, you're going to get the same feel and experience. But there's quite a few people have asked for zero, and we've tried it, and it's fantastic in single player, but it is sort of detrimental to the online mode. Basically, it's the client, like my side, the person that's joining your game, is going to kind of like have slightly more lag, and you're going to start to see teleporting and things like that. So we're still testing with it. We're trying to make it like really good, and that patch will all fix the kind of the weird little box that shows up.
Okay. I haven't even noticed it. I maybe I'm just not that like.
Yeah, I think it's the you can still see through it, so it's not the worst thing, but it is irritating. It's meant to be there.
I more meant the input lag. Like I've just never seemed to notice it.
it's really really strange. If you play Super, we basically based our input lag on Super Smash Brothers, so we have exactly the same input lag as they do, and you hear it spoken about. I think it's just if you play a game like Dead Cells or Hollow Knight, which doesn't have any go online, then the game's probably going to feel a bit laggy, but it's really not like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And if you've been playing it since day one, you will have got used to it for sure. Oh, I thought I was the computer controlled Carl then. I was like, I'm playing good. Oh wait, no, that's me. I'm not playing good.
Something I've noticed other games do for that instance. I know obviously the color is slightly different. I don't know if you're Uh-oh. Help. Okay.
Oh, I think we got us. I think we got us, yeah.
Oh. Criminy. Something I've noticed other games do where they have you fight the character you're eventually going to get. They'll make them slightly bigger. Like,
so they're a little bit easier to hit.
So they're mostly just, visually, I don't think hitbox wise, but they'll make them slightly bigger. So you'll not lose yourself if you're replaying through and have access to the same character.
We the color system is kind of we had a few of those locks in place originally, and then somebody kept asking us to turn it off. It's like, no, don't pick my color. I want to be the same color. It's like, okay, I guess we'll just leave that in there. But I agree, like sometimes you feel a bit like you're a bit lost, especially when the character and the enemy are the same color.
Oh, I'm mostly talking for when you're fighting like the same person, like this. It's just something I've noticed because, again, I have a lot of time on my hands. I play a lot of games.
Well, thank you so much for playing so much of this one.
I really like it. I genuinely feel bad I got it through one of the key mailer sites where it's like, here's the thing, the devs want you to play your game and show your streamer people, and it's like okay, cool, because I like it that much. I would.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm probably gifting at least 3 copies of this during the sale. So
that's fantastic.
You'll have money from me.
Also, if you go and use leave a Steam review as well. Those reviews are really really important for visibility.
Yes, I will do that. I always forget about that. Okay. All right. Now here's where you can watch me scream. Or is this the Carl one?
This is the Carl unlock mission, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is where you can see me lose my mind. Because the first 2 parts are great. I managed to figure out how to get through there, at a decent time. But Carl then just becomes a nightmare.
I think I was playing this exact level with Euro Eclipse last night, and so I should be a bit more prepared.
Stop. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then right here is where it all falls apart. Ugh.
Oh,
Ah.
wow.
No, 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 no! No!
Oh,
Oh, I'm entirely down.
there you go. I got you.
Oh, thank you. And I've left orbit.
Oh. Oof. That was close.
That was, yeah. Oh,
It's funny. I've just realized that this is probably this is what PvP speed brawl would feel like.
I
Because at the
kind
moment
of
it feels
like
like
it.
we're chasing a fly around a room trying to swat it.
I kind of like it. If you ever decide to do that,
Okay, that's good. I'll take that.
it'd be hell, but I love it. Oh,
Yes, yes. Oh, got some nice damage on him then.
go down.
Oh, finally.
Ugh.
Where are you? Oh,
I'm dead. Just
I
go.
left you behind.
Go without
Just
me.
go.
It's okay.
It feels terrible leaving someone behind, though. You're just like, no.
It does, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Gotta let it go. I had a question I wanted to ask. I've completely forgotten it after that.
Sure.
As someone who used to waste a lot of time on the internet, when I was in high school, I know Congregate as just a old Flash game website. How are they as publishers? I assume.
Yeah, so they're Congregate have. There's a lot going on with Congregate at the moment. They were kind of recently bought by someone else a couple of years ago, and then now they're doing a kind of a big expansion. So they have a premium wing whereby they are publishing some premium titles, Speedball being one of those, the first titles. They have a platform of their own, a kind of it's not a Steam competitor, but it's another PC store called Cartridge, which is coming out on November the 1st, and Speedball is obviously going to be on there as well. And yeah, they're looking at what they can do with this. Obviously, they have this rabid fan base of people playing their web games and their Flash games, and they've also already moved into mobile publishing. So there's a couple of really big Congregate games that are doing fantastic business at the moment. I think I might have lost connection. You may need to re-add me to the party. So we first showed the game to Congregate a couple of years ago now, and John and Starsky there, who've always been big fans of the game, they saw the game when it was kind of like grey box, and they saw something special. We kept on talking to them, and then finally last year we were able to put a deal together, and it's been really nice working with them. This is our first PC and console game, and so they've been really good at being transparent and showing us exactly kind of like what their expectations are. I was a little bit too quick then, and I was chatting, so I ignored your invite. If you could re-invite me, I'll jump straight back in.
I got you. That's good because it's always nice to see publishers doing that, and they chose a hell of a game to like kind of start out with.
Yeah, that's what we think. But then it's our game.
Like this is just like it's like how Tiny Build started out doing a lot of good little stuff. This is This is a
Yeah,
hell of a
it's-
first go.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and it's really great. We launched in North America with them, and obviously we're launching in a really saturated indie market. There's lots of really good titles out there, so staying visible and staying relevant is obviously always a challenge. But we have our European launch on all the consoles coming in less than a month. We're going to be out, and it's like another go round for us. It's a whole another bunch of streamers, another bunch of press, another bunch of platforms to try and get some support from, and hopefully we'll there's going to be plenty more Speed Brawl to come. We've definitely got a ton of ideas.
Is it all across Europe?
Yeah, so right now the game is on Steam, and you can get it in Europe because Steam is everywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
But for PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox One, yeah, we're going to be launching all across Europe.
I have a friend I will get you in contact with. Then she's
Okay,
Lithuanian.
fantastic. Oh, amazing! Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
We haven't localized the game into Lithuanian, but hey, I'm from England.
She speaks.
We're the worst Europe. Yeah, we're the worst Europeans ever because everyone speaks English. It's
Yeah,
really quite embarrassing.
She's fantastic, and I think she'd love to hang out. And...
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'd love that. Please do put me in touch.
Okay. All right. Let's see how Carl plays. I've also, been since when you play this way too long, you begin to notice like everything. And I absolutely adore every background in this game.
Thank you. Yeah, Eric and the art team, like they really went all out on the backgrounds. Every single one of those characters. I mean, there's some duplicates in there, but there's not many.
Oh, of course.
And of course, we have backstories for all of them. They're not in the game, but we know who they are.
That's good. Hey, that's just more for sequels.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's an entire cult of otherworldly beings that are in the background watching all the speed brawls, and they're purely there because they're going to be announced in future DLC.
What? That's
They're
awesome.
waiting and they're watching.
That's awesome. Come on. I lost Carl almost immediately.
Yes. That was good. Yeah, with 2 players, these big bats are really good. We're actually, as part of the development, over the next 2 or 3 months, we're adding some features to the game. Obviously, quality of life features that are going to make it easier. We're just seasoning the start of the game, so you can do more of the crazy stuff sooner. And then we're also introducing some sort of latter game challenges for those players that have finished everything and want even more.
That'll be fun. I would love to see some sort of level editor.
Yeah, it's funnily enough, that was always on the plan, and it was one of those things where we just at the end we wanted to add a little bit more polish to the combat and a little more polish to what the existing game. But the way the levels were built, they've always been intended to be kind of buildable by like users. And so we do have a system whereby if you download Unity and then download our assets, you can actually build levels within Unity. We just haven't finished that off yet, but that's something that we'd like to build towards eventually. If the game has legs and if people are still playing, yeah, we'd love to support that.
Oh, I feel like this could become an indie darling, as they say.
I hope so. We just need that visibility. We need more reviews. We need more people playing it, and it's really the purpose of the Twitch tour is to. When we built this game, lots of gamers lots of indie game devs take their game to various. They go to PAX or they go to GDC or they go to TwitchCon and they show off the game as it's being built. But our game didn't look anything like this while it was being built. So it's very difficult to say, hey, we have the most beautiful game on the planet, but right now it's just grey blocks and we accidentally went into a pole race and didn't realize it was a pole race.
I was all ready, and they're just like, okay, wait, where is it? What? I'm loosening. Oh, now there's a fight. Okay.
Yeah, it's just move around and get all these really small bugs, and then you can carry on.
Oh! Thank you, Carl, for having way too many jumps. I honestly do adore this game, and I have a hard time, like, how do I say this? I have a hard time explaining why I just absolutely adore certain things, and just everything about this game makes me just very happy.
Oh, that's great to hear.
I'm just glad it exists. And I want this to do well.
Yeah, we do too. It's been about 3 years in development. Originally, the game was a puzzle platformer called Luna,
Really?
and yeah, like when we first started. So there's a whole another game that was built that we then sort of threw away 50% of the content and rebuilt from the ground up as Speed Brawl. And that was a puzzle platformer set on the moon in sort of 1880s. So we had all of this research material and all of these ideas for the period, and now we sort of pivoted towards a fighting game. So rather than throw all of the research and the kind of really interesting concepts we'd found, we just tried to find a way to make it into a brawler. So some of the characters, Ebba, who's the main character, she was always the main character in the game. She just looked very, very different. She was much more of a sort of a Victorian lady with a little petticoat and an umbrella.
Oh.
And in fact, Ebba used to have an umbrella as a weapon, as a kind of like melee weapon.
I love hearing about that. I would love a digital art book.
Yeah, so lots of people have asked for one, and I mean, our art team would absolutely love to put one together. Right now, they're all working on new content. And
of course.
What do you want? Do you want an art book, or do you want new content?
Of course. Once that's done, though, give them a break.
Yeah.
Let them
just employ an editor for a couple of weeks and get them to go through the archives. Actually, Eric and Doug, who are our concept artist and art director, they're posting some of the original concept work on their Twitter accounts. So that's, I think, Eric's is at Spills and Doodles with a Z, and Doug is at Lysol Jones. Yeah, Doug's artwork is just, beautiful, and Eric's animation is. Eric does all of the color palettes and everything, and he just has this eye that's like amazing. I try it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come up with a palette, and then I'm like, oh, it's not as good, and then Eric does 10, and they're all beautiful.
I can't complain, and they sound like wonderful people. I literally can't complain. Everything, I have no real complaints about this other than this damn menu in the bottom left. That's the biggest thing I can complain about this. And you've already fixed that. It's just you're doing other things that go along with it.
Yeah, so in the next patch for PC as well, we actually have you just reminded me of something we've added. So as well as the switching off the lag, we're going to allow the player to switch off the countdown timers so that if they just want to play to survive, they can do. You don't have to. Some people, I think, just haven't really clicked with the keep going faster, keep going faster, keep going faster. So we're going to enable it as a kind of something the player can switch off if they just want to play with their friends and have fun and not be constantly under a time pressure.
That's
and then
nice.
We've also added this feature where you can turn them on and make them more aggressive. So if you are restarting and redoing a level because you want to get gold, we're going to enable a sort of a countdown clock that's going to show you the split times. So the game will help you out and be like, hey, look, you're probably not going to get a gold based on where you are now. So why don't you restart?
That is a gift.
Yeah, it's like just quality of life things.
That is... As someone who's been running for a lot of the golds recently.
Yeah.
As I've said, 3 penny belongs to me. I've had to keep that in mind whenever I'm doing something. and that's a great feature. Oh, goodbye.
Carl took a bath. Carl took a bath.
Whee.
When we were originally designing the levels for Florin, so Florin's meant to be set on these sort of like rooftop balustrades across London, and we'd planned to have like if you fall off, you actually fall to the bottom, and you have to fight these little mini fights to get back up. But in the end, it was when you've got co-op and you're pulling the players so far apart, it just wasn't a fun experience. So we nixed that.
That'd be a neat like sub level.
Yeah, we have some planned DLC content, like a whole nother league to add to the game. It's not something that's coming soon. It's something that's probably 6 to 12 months away.
Oh, of course.
But we're hopefully with that we're going to be playing around with kind of like interactive battles, and like you pick route A or route B and you'll get a different battle. But we just want to work out how to do that so that it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just going to take the easy route every time. We actually want to give the player some agency.
Yeah.
So have you played anything in the Crown League before?
No, this is my first time through. And I feel like it's gonna hurt me. My cat knows the struggles of me playing this game because as you can tell from the breakdown I had when we were playing the game, I have a habit of freaking out a little bit. And whenever I get exceptionally yelly, she'll come in here and just start watching what I'm doing. So my cat is as well versed with this game as I am.
So you notice we have flame floors here, and
Yes.
most of the enemies are flame enemies, so they're sort of protected against it, but we as brawlers are not.
Yes. I really like that. That's a very, like, normal kind of stage hazard, but it's done... I really like the way it looks through this.
Yeah, the stage hazards were always something that were a bit experimental for us, because building the kind of the core game as a fighting game, you don't necessarily want spikes and pits and things like that. Sometimes they can frustrate the player. So we spent a lot of time to get them to feel right with the rest of the game. And I think we've got there. There's definitely some tweaks to come, but they're pretty good as they are.
I think your spikes are probably the worst thing.
Yeah, everyone. It's funny. I've always been a big fan of the spikes, but the spikes are meant to work more like Prince of Persia, in a sense of you can walk through them, but if you run through them, you're going to get hit. So they're non-typical, but they can definitely be exploited. You see, in co-op, only one of you gets that boost.
I've noticed.
I keep stealing it.
Oh! Alright, Carl. My only real problem with the spikes is I'm pretty sure it's something I'm doing because I'm very rushy with this.
Yeah.
And it seems like whenever you're trying to... Ow! Whenever you're trying to do the thing where you hit them into the... Will you stop? Whenever you're trying to do the thing where you hit them into the wall with the spikes, I have the worst tendency to also just headbutt them.
Yeah, it's really satisfying when you're about like 3 or 4 inches away from them and you do the 1, 2, 3 hit, and that final hit sends them careening into the spikes. A little tip, if you dodge while you run into the spikes, you dodge straight through the spikes.
Oh, that would have been helpful last night. When I was running through Johnson's level.
I really like when they're on the walls here as well. So like if you slide down these walls, you activate the flames.
Yes, I was noticing that, and I was going to be like, I wonder if I can knock something into them that isn't like flame against, and it would take damage, like these dudes here.
Yeah, some of the guys don't have any flame resistance, so yeah, they will get damaged by the flames. Oh,
Oh no 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 no! Oh, there we go.
nice.
And as I said originally, I love the designs of the bugs.
Oh yeah, thanks. There was a lot of different variants. So we had some really like squishy, cuddly looking bugs. We had bugs that were like way more thin and gangly, like spiders. And then it was really when we kind of created the Ripper, and it's not exactly like, but obviously it's very similar to the bugs in Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like everything sort of came together, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna have a crab one, we're gonna have a mantis one, we're gonna have all different sorts. I don't want to give away some of the bugs that you're gonna find later in the game.
Ooh, I'm excited. I've genuinely been very excited whenever I see a new enemy. Even the recolor kind of ones are always exciting to see because they do something different.
Yeah. Yeah, Euroclips is like, oh, it's this level. Yeah, I think when we were playing this last night, and our equipment wasn't quite up to scratch, and we just kept getting owned again and again.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, it's me, isn't it? Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Although as a dweeb who buys stuffed animals, have the one cute one and just milk it.
Yeah, that's what the little worms that attach themselves to you. We really want to see those as little plushies with Velcro stickers, so you can attach them to yourself.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then you can play that game where you just run behind your friend and try and throw it onto them and make it catch. Actually, that's a really good idea. I think I'm going to make those myself.
Yeah, I would buy the hell out of those.
I want them. I'm like, I want them. Ugh.
I don't know how any of this works, so excuse me if I am talking out my ass here. Have you?
Oh no, go for it.
What the hell? I lost all control of everything for a second.
Yeah, when you hit a red spring between transitions, we sort of take over from the player just to make sure you don't lose any speed, but you sort of get that weird like, oh, down the hole you go.
Okay, that explains that then. I was like very concerned for a moment, like what did I just do? Please no controller, not again.
Yeah.
But have you obviously I Fangamer is popular amongst like indie game merch kind of things. Have you approached them at all or anything of the nature?
Yeah, so Congregate have a bunch of merchandise with different people. We were speaking to the guys at the Yeti a while back, and I think we did speak with Fangamer by way of Congregate.
Oh, I'm just dead.
Yeah. Right now, we're just focusing on the game, and as soon as we kind of get the traction with the game and we feel like we're on the up, that's when we're going to start kind of like putting together some of those merchandising deals. Okay. Because we just want to make sure that, we haven't got like 150 t-shirts that we're trying to sell, because,
of course,
no one wants that. So, if there is merchandise, we want to make sure it's good merchandise, it's fun merchandise, and it's not just kind of thrown together. Having said that, like, some of the fan art we've seen for the game is really cool, and it'd be really nice to see fan t-shirts as well.
Oh, yeah. Because I was actually talking with... I watch a lot of Twitch as well as, do.
Yeah.
And I was talking with someone who runs Freedom Planet.
Yeah.
And they love the game, but they can't find a good Freedom Planet shirt to save their life.
Yeah.
And
it's that guy, that flaming Ranhorn.
And like I that's why I asked, because this is all coming up. My brain's just hitting ideas that I've thought about. And
It's funny. I actually used to run a t-shirt business in the UK.
Really?
We kind of made these things called Golden Age tees, and they were original sort of first edition prints that they used to do on children's books. And we found those prints and we redesigned them and we printed them on t-shirts. It was such a difficult market to make. I mean, I'm not even talking about making profit, just to make ends meet. The kind of the amount of profit you can get is really low, and the costs, because you're sending all these things via mail, they can just add up very, very quickly. So I'm always really impressed with companies like Fangamer and even Threadless and like the Yeti and stuff for maintaining such high quality. And these t-shirts aren't like hundreds of dollars; they're just $30 or $40. It's really impressive.
I can agree. I own several of those shirts. I think I've literally bought almost every Undertale shirt from Fangamer. When I get into something, I very much get into something. That's why I'm asking about shirts.
I'm all the way in. Yeah, it's fun. Do you know what? We don't even have any company Speed Brawl t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, we're kind of way behind the curve on that. In the end, the last 6 months were just every single man on the game, making it better, making it work, improving the experience. And we just didn't have time. But I think it's fine. All those things are fun things, and we get to do them now.
Yeah. Now it's out. You get to do all the fun stuff along with that. Right. You get to
let's kill this flaming Ranhorn.
Let's kill this bastard. All right, Carl. I need you to not die. Game, I need you to not die.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think your stream's just vanished. Is your computer okay?
Oh. Are we good?
I think so, yeah, I'm in.
Okay. I'm very concerned for a moment. I've been having many a problem recently. And... I just replace a router. Ooh. And it's like, okay, so my internet should work. Okay, now everything else isn't working. It's like,
yeah, I've had audio issues as well all the last 2 days. I had to basically take all my audio drivers and reinstall them.
Oh.
For no reason.
Computers are fun.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm through.
Oh, God! Cat's eye! No, no, no. I do have to say, though, the fight with Carl really gets you ready for the way he is, like, ideally meant to play because of his upgrades. It's just very air-focused. And it's super... It's little stuff like that I love about, like, video games. I don't know if that was just intentional or what. I would assume it is.
Yeah, it's always intentional. Like if ever you feel like the game's telegraphing something or is kind of cluing you in, it's almost always intentional. And it's part of the process of game design as you go over and over. Like you make the level, then you polish it, and then you look at how it works, and then you play it with people, and you're constantly iterating over and over and over again. And so those opportunities to do things like that, to reveal later game content earlier, it's like in narrative where you foreshadow. You introduce a gun. Okay, someone's going to use that gun in 20 or 30 minutes. And it's the same with mechanics in game design. It's a really nice way of doing it. I mean, that's the Mario games, like, all the way through.
Oh, yeah. That's why I appreciate it so much. Just, I noticed it, and it was... I always ask if it's obvious, because I always feel like an asshole if I just assume something is like... according to plan, and then I make someone go like, yeah, yeah, I meant to do that.
Yeah, it's really it's all the best ideas as well. They're never ideas that people have. They're ideas that you discover along the way. Like no one goes, "Ooh, wouldn't it be really cool if I built a barrel and the barrel did this?" You build a barrel, then you add the physics engine, then you see what happens, and then you feel clever because you made something that's really fun. But it's always happenstance and iteration. It's never like just good straight away.
Hang on, I'm sorry, I just found this. Oh God! The dance moves are too fire.
Oh, you found his down attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Save me!
No,
Save
no,
me!
no, go. I got you. Okay. Too much dancing.
Yeah.
I almost immediately fell down a hole. Oh.
Didn't get enough speed on the barrel. There we go. You can breakdance, fight everyone, and toss roses like you're on American Idol. Yeah, Carl. If ever there was a brawler that was going to be on American Idol, it's definitely Carl.
I feel like oh God, I can't remember her name. She's the one I don't use a lot.
Bia.
Bia.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be the one who's on like The Voice, and then
Yeah. Super talented, but just not really doesn't have the pizzazz of someone on the X Factor.
Be that clip on YouTube with like 10 million views. You okay?
Yeah. I keep hitting the spring. There we go. Boing, boing. There we go.
No.
Oh. Save me! Oh. Oh.
I saved everyone.
You saved everyone.
Carl is a hero.
We have a boss next, you know. I think we're gonna die.
No, we got this. We got this.
Okay, I'm gonna just play very cautiously. Oh, keep this.
I'm gonna play
on the flames.
Oh! Immediately gets walloped.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play. Oh,
I got you.
amazing! Thank you.
Is Carl dead? Carl's dead. Crap. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, where are you?
Over on the right.
Oh.
Ah!
Look at that.
Ah!
Deadums. Okay, great. Let's go somewhere else and get some better equipment first.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I love games that do that. It's just a.
We were looking at lots of different ways of doing of adding story and kind of like showing that to the player. And funnily enough, Puyo Puyo Tetris was a kind of like something I was always stuck on and was like, oh yeah, this is the way it tells stories is really cool. and it has a very similar dialogue system to us. I mean, it has way more dialogue and way more. The story is just insane, but the way it was presented, I thought was really cool, and I wanted to try doing something similar.
I never in my life knew there was a story to Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yeah, there's a whole story to Puyo Puyo Tetris. I'm the person that plays those games and loves the story.
I didn't know there was one. That's okay. I'm gonna have to pick that up just to see that now.
Yeah, so the kind of the loose, high concept version of it is that you have the Tetris world and the Puyo Puyo world, and they're in alternate dimensions, and then dimensions split and merge, and that's how we have Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Well,
there you go.
I love crazy stuff like that. I think you saw my reaction when it was like, wait, they went to the moon? What now?
Yeah, yeah, just gonna throw that in there. Backstory. I think it's really easy to tell a kind of like a kid who read a lot of sci-fi when they were younger versus someone that's just sort of tangentially interested in sci-fi. Because like all of those books from like the 60s and 70s, those paperback novels, there's no premise, there's no setup, there's no like easing you in. It's like page 1. Here's a bunch of new shit that you've never heard of before.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm fine, I'm on for the ride.
Yeah, and then you'll figure it out as it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. Missed everything.
Oh. Oh, just keeps jumping.
Have I stopped taking damage somehow? I
think we're just lucky.
I think I stopped taking damage.
You have to check out your skill tree or your items. Maybe there are a couple of items in the game that sort of grant you sort of a last minute like health revive.
That's right. I'll always look at that stuff and I'll go, oh, that's really useful. Forget I have it. And then when it happens, I'm like, what? What is
sorry, you're waiting for me. There we go.
It's all right.
Yes, this is the band Clash the Groove.
I absolutely love stepping.
I think it's one of those kind of weird things. You always have to have a stereotypical Russian who speaks like that. And even Russian players have like said, "Oh, we're really glad that the kind of the Zangief concept still exists." And it's like, okay, good, yeah, we'll lean into that.
I love it purely because his design is so. It's very like much the big gay punch thing design, but just the way he is amazing.
Oh. We're going to have to do Carl. Let's do that Carl unlock mission. We have to get past it.
All right. Do we have to get a better grade for this one? Or did I go to the right one?
Yeah, we've finished it already, haven't you? I'm just wondering why it hasn't unlocked the...
Do you have to get silver?
No, you shouldn't have to. I think maybe... let's have a look at your sixpence.
That's all done.
Okay, that's all done. I think it must be that crown level. Okay, let's do this.
Got this. We can do this.
Yeah, we've got it. I just need to concentrate.
I need to go goth through the fire and flames.
Okay. If you back out for a second.
Oh.
And I think I need to change up my equipment. I think the reason is I have equipment that is going to be strong against crystal enemies, not flame enemies. Let me just double check. So these are flame enemies. There we go. So all of my characters had poison items on, and flammable enemies are not weak to poison. In fact, they're strong against it. So I need to put some crystal damage out. That is strong against flame enemies.
So I need to find a gauntlet for Carl then.
Okay, that's that.
notes I can find that are fire defense for them. I'm not going to lie. I am entirely the type of person who just brute forces his way past this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now.
I will throw myself against stuff like this for hours, realize that there's a system like this, do it for another hour, and then give up.
Yeah, so if you go and have a look in the codex, there's actually kind of like a chart that sort of explains how the elemental damage system works.
Oh! Ah.
This is I've just unveiled a whole nother layer of the game.
Yeah. And let's see. Let's alt tab real quick. How many hours do I have in this currently? 12? Not as many as I thought, but too many? Not too many. It's never too many.
No.
I want the last person. I love. Okay, you've immediately hooked. Again, your art team. I love everything about this game, but I love games with really good character design, and I think that this one's like top tier, if you ask me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm really proud of the art team here as well. So it's basically Eric Angelillo is our art director, and then we have Etienne, who is an artist, but like principally an animator, and then we have Doug, who's doing all of our concepts, and it's actually kind of like teaching himself 3D at the moment, which is really interesting. But that team, I mean, they're just producing like some really beautiful like character designs. We have some much bigger enemies planned for future DLC as well, and I've seen those concepts. They are like amazing, really amazing.
Get rid of the stars. There we go. There we go. Suddenly very infuriated by the codex, which is like, hey, you have 1,000 things to look at, you idiot.
Yeah, it's like, look at me, look at me, look at me.
I probably should have, because that would have taught me a lot. It's just one of those things where in any game I play like that, I always sit there and I go, I wonder if there's something I'm missing. There's 1,000 stars on my codex that are just like, you could be doing this, you idiot.
It's one of those like weird things in game design, because you don't want to give the player like a big manual and say, oi, read this.
Yeah.
You kind of want to reveal it slowly, and some people have seen the way we do elemental in other games and they pick up on it instantly, and other people just haven't seen it before, so it's fresh and you have to learn this new system.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not quite Pokemon, but it's not quite another game with elemental damage. It's kind of its own thing, but it has some things in common.
Which I very much appreciate.
Oh, missed him.
Oh, come on! Absolute bastard.
Poison everything!
All of it.
Ooh, there we go. Well, that's a good tactic. Just wedge him under the ceiling and just wail on him. I love it.
There you go. That's how you do that fast. This is Speed Brawl, Matt. This is that game I was told you about. That you should buy. Because it's great.
Yes, buy this game. This game's fantastic. I may be slightly biased.
No. Well, buy it. Buy it when you're not poor. I'll buy it for you, come Christmas. Or just buy it when you're not poor. Either or. Buy it even if I buy it for you. Give it to other people.
I've gone silent because I'm actually trying to make sure we get to the boss with a little bit of energy so we can do it.
It would be nice, yes. To not instantly lose like the last 2 times.
Oh, I can't believe you missed that.
You.
Yeah, they stab you from below. It's really funny. You don't expect it.
I never noticed that. That bastard.
Oh.
Crabs. Oh.
Oh, Cassie.
Crab people. Hello, Flame Crow. I believe that's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. To your cage. That's your wife, Matt. You let her out. Oh, come on. Don't miss everything. Oh my god, I think we might actually do it.
We may. Don't jinx it.
Alright, I believe.
Yeah, my Cass is really low on health, and your Carl is isn't great.
He's not. It's okay though. I believe in us. We've got this. Ow! Don't bite me, cat.
Your cat can feel the confidence rising, and they're like, "Nope, let's get rid of that."
Sounds about right for her. Really? I wasted that and hit nothing? No, I dodged! No, not up, you shit.
Ah, got locked on this thing again.
Alright, got where one of the big guys real quick. Yes, this is actually the dev right here. Where's my Cassie?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm.
Oh, okay.
No, the dev's tonight. It's me. Hello.
Yes. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, please no. Yes, just keep your ass to us.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Confidence, preparation, resilience.
My Cassie's dead. No. No.
Okay, we're over halfway through his edit.
Oh, Carl, no! No!
Oh, straight into the horn attack. Unbelievable.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck under it.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Yes!
Yes.
Ah! Bravo! Bravo!
And gold still. Y'all did a win.
Yeah, we earned that gold for sure.
We did.
Oh, nice! You're getting some good tiered equipment there.
Yes. Good. Is this speed brawl even real anymore? The first thing I see is like, I don't know.
I think you've opened up a new shop as well.
Yes, I have. Treats of Rage. I love it.
I knew you'd like that.
I love all the fucking shop names. Tonic and Knuckles. Those are good. Oh, give me the money. Okay. No, not yet, Matt. I'm still working. I was doing stuff. Okay, so equip to Carl. Equip the old ones to you. Okay, some of the. Alright, let's see. New Florin stuff? No new Florin stuff.
No, I think we there's a little treat waiting for us right here.
Oh no. Automaton? I feel like I'm about to meet my last friend.
Alright. I can't believe this.
I love him. I love him. Yes. Oh.
Down we go.
Oh. I've lost all control of where I am. Oh, goodbye.
So yeah, this level's going to be quite a long battle. It's an endurance test, but Automaton is unlocked if we can do it.
Yes. I love him. I love his top hat.
So here's a quick tip for Automaton as well. Every single of his attacks can be charged, which includes the punch, the up attacks.
Oh my god, I love it. Is he dead? What? Oh, he got knocked down.
So with Automaton, we've recreated the game again, and we've given you more of a sort of a. He's much slower, but his damage output is really big, and of course he has that big projectile that takes out the whole screen as well.
Yes, I love him. This is the brawl part of Speed Brawl. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I might go through the entire game and just play as Automaton.
Yeah, his moveset is very different from the other characters. I was just explaining there that each of his moves is actually a charge move. So the same way you can charge the dash, you can charge all of his up, down, specials, everything. He'll have like a yellow flash and a red flash, and then boom. Yeah,
I
that
love
deep core
him.
counter move, it's really satisfying, isn't it?
Oh my god. What did you do? You showed me something beautiful. Oh my god, he's great. It's not that I'm dying, it's that I was falling down the hole. There, oh! Now I'm dead.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the floor, the big pit is it's a really dangerous trap.
Yeah, and he does not really like to jump on walls. Either that
No,
or
he
I would
does
just...
not. I mean, you can jump him to the wall. He's just slightly heavier, so he tends to slide down very quickly.
Yeah. It's okay. I still got Ebba.
But
long as
the
I
thing
don't
with the
die.
floor here is that you can actually use it to your advantage. So he has a very powerful pushback when he does his dash charge attack. So if you're lucky, you can get some of the smaller enemies to fly straight off into the pit.
Ah. Oh, and down I go.
Ah.
What? No, Ebba, please.
Oh yeah, we've done it.
Yay. Haha. Yes.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about Automaton is when you jump and you land or you grab the wall, if you listen really carefully, you'll hear that the audio cue, he goes, jump, land, jump, jump.
Really? That's beautiful. I love him. I love his voice.
Yeah, so he's voiced by Dan, who's the CEO of the company of Double Stallion Games. He has a very kind of like baritone, flat voice, and it's perfect for a cyborg, well, for a AI character.
Big Robo Boy.
Yeah.
Cool. I love him. Alright, I gotta check his stuff out since I have... I like that you give more of his skills right away.
Yeah, it was. We
Because
didn't
you
want
get him
to.
so late.
We didn't want to have it so that like you start from the bottom with them. It's much more fun to have all those points and then build him out how you want to build him out.
Yeah. I am trying to speak while I read, and that's not something my brain can do. I always like games that do that because especially in games where obviously like the skill tree has a lot of choice here, but it's not quite like 10,000 branches.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it manageable but meaningful, and I think that so we took what we thought would be the best possible version of that character, and then just started to remove elements of it.
I can say that you have definitely done that.
Oh, that's great,
Yay!
thank you. Yeah,
More
exactly.
Florin League.
Yes.
Yeah, and more Florin League. No more of that pain, just this pain.
The Bronte beat down. Okay. I have got. Oh, you're going all in with Automaton. Okay, great. Yeah.
I have this face of speed and the face of smash.
So
that's a-
Automaton is one of those instances where when we made the game, we were like, let's not have cogs and top hats and monocles. Let's avoid all of those kind of steampunk tropes. But we had to allow ourselves one top hat, and that's Automatons.
as it should be.
Yes.
And obviously he should attack with it like he does.
Oh yeah. Full Inspector Gadget style, fist from the head.
I love it. It's not a plank of wood like plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy. It's a cricket bat. There's a difference. There's a handle on a cricket bat. Yeah.
Oh, I missed everyone.
Yeah, I was like, there's no one left alive.
Yeah, my attack takes up half the screen, but I still missed everyone.
Okay, that's cool. I love that timing. It leaves you wide open, but with the upgrades, it's like super strong.
Ah, yeah, love it.
I mean, like Plank, her cricket bats do have feelings.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can land. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just love his walking animation.
It's great, isn't it? So as you're starting to get into the swing of the game now, what you should probably do is if you next time we start this run, if you pause, you can turn on the health bars and the damage numbers for your attacks.
Can I? Oh, shit.
So you can show damage numbers, show enemy health bars, and
That's
that's going to give you a
lovely-
little bit more intel, which is going to help you when you're triaging those enemies.
That's a lovely setting that I've completely never realized was there. Hit the,
I love
hit
it.
the
I
butt.
love it.
Hit the butt. You know, fine, laser.
Yeah, if in doubt, hit with laser. Lots.
Ugh.
Here we go. This was taken. Oh, he's still alive!
Stop being alive! Please!
Oh! Go, 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 go!
I was like, are you dead? Do I need to...
I am now.
Well, you dead? Well, I wasn't.
I wasn't. I was alive, but now I'm dead.
I hear him. When he jump. Land.
Oh, here's a new one.
Oh! I'm punching its butt. And it's not working. Well, I got that too. No!
Yeah, so the key with this guy is to hit him in his pink belly, but he doesn't really show that. There we go. Now's the opportunity. Whale. Oh, good, I poisoned him as well.
Ah! What? No, stop! You're not allowed to outlaser me. Oh.
Ah!
Ooh. God.
When you get caught with that, it's like, no!
That was not effective, Cassie. Come on. Work with me. Ow. We both...
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's just gonna take time.
Fuck. Uh.
Oh, come on! Okay, we have 18 seconds and all that energy to take off. Can we do it? Oh, yes!
Go!
Go!
No, go without me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh God.
Whew.
I've had another level I'm never getting gold in. Good.
Well, this is the key to the game, you see, is once you've unlocked all that later level loot, you're going to come back to these levels and you can start to refine it, and the actual difficulty is going to be lower because your equipment and your defense is going to be higher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we're starting to unlock some really nice equipment.
I don't know who Hugo reminds me of. There's something in his design.
Every sinister English bad guy you've ever seen.
Oh my God. He kind of... Did you ever watch Danny Phantom?
Danny Phantom? No, that's a new one. What's that?
He reminds me of the villain that tries to, like, steal his mother away.
Oh, wow. I'm literally Googling it right now.
I don't remember the villain's name. Let me...
Dark, is it not Dark Danny? No, it's
here we go.
no, Dark Danny's like his kind of, his alter ego, right?
Vlad.
Vlad, of course. Vlad. It's
Of
such
course.
a typecast evil bad guy's name, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. He's got
Okay.
the
Oh,
up
sorry.
hair. Oh God dang it! There we go. Okay, 26 attack. Yes.
So yeah, Hugo Wells is on the scene now. That means the game's about to get serious.
Yes. See his face. Very. Ooh. Oh. So expensive.
Just like all the good things. Okay. So what are we doing now? Damage's Broadway Bash. Oh, one of the pole races. Cool.
You won't get used, Automaton, but god damn it, I need you on my team.
Have we got any other colors for Automaton? Some of Automaton's colors you unlock later are fantastic.
I bet. Like,
I was going for my favorite, and I was like, no, this isn't my 100% save file.
I love just seeing the tips, and it's like they fought together and then Lunar War. Just, okay, that. Thank you for the lore.
That happened.
Okay, I love it. What? I forgot we were in a pole race.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
I've completely lost track of where I am. Like, even in real life, I don't know what's going on anymore. They're just dying off screen. Ugh. You spiky little bastard.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, pole.
Okay, there's finally not a million holes for me to fall in. Oh, don't. There's not a million holes. Tries to
Go
fall in
down
the
it.
one. The one there is.
Always the way.
No. Oop. Jump.
Jump.
I love it. I can hear it now, and it just every time I hear it, I just.
It's like every time he goes around a pole as well, he just goes swing, swing.
Come on, come on, come on. No! Oh.
Oh, I keep trying to do my repulsor beam, but
No, stop it! Ah! Oh, I am just. Oh.
oh, silver, that's passable.
Good enough.
Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so it's 8:15 for me. I've got another 15
right.
minutes I can be on the stream, so let's push on to.
All right.
Should we do one more Florin Championship? See if we can crack that.
Yes. And it's been lovely having you on.
Oh, thank you. It's been really nice to come and play the game. Like as soon as I saw you play it with it's
Micro, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he's you just seem to be having such a anyone that can spend that much time messing up their controller. I'm just like, yeah, that's great.
You think that's something that?
Oh, here you go. You've picked a doozy of a mission.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't like the sound of that at all. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, this may be the mission where you have to you're drunk
What?
and concussed.
Oh no. Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh, okay. It's what I thought it was, but only
Yeah,
after you
everything's
leave.
kind of reversed. Yeah.
Okay. I'm also looking at you, thinking you're me.
No, yeah, it's not gonna help.
Oh! Okay, so this is gonna be the worst. Or not. Apparently it's more controllable backwards.
Oh.
Oh no! Why? Oh. Oh my god. It's not even the fighting that's the problem. It's trying to get around.
The battles in this are deliberately like much easier. It's just that it's that little extra bit of challenge of having to think sort of. I don't know what the right word is. It's not laterally, is it? It's just with a slightly different dimension.
It's backwards.
Yeah.
The worst part is it's not even left and right that keeps getting me. It's up and down. I've never been good at up and down, and now I'm even worse. Oh, fuck you.
That's exactly the reaction we wanted. Oh, come on! Yes!
Oh, Lord. That was something else. Good God.
Oh, nice boots.
I love the bandages around Ebba's arm when she's hurt. It's very anime.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Alright, one more.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Well, I'm out of everything to do in Florence, so let's fail at a crown real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel like we're going to use all 11 minutes of the 11-minute target time for bronze. All right, we got this. I believe, kind of.
Believe in us. Believe in us.
Sure.
This is going to be fun. Knock him down.
Oh no, why? Oh! Hello?
Hello, yeah, I'm still here. My for some reason I can't seem to move through that wall. If you just keep moving, I'll catch up.
Oh, okay.
I think the game's going to auto reset me there in a minute.
I was very concerned. I was like, did I lose you?
I think I've got locked somewhere in some strange room. I'm doing a bug report myself right now. Like, oh yeah, that's not meant to happen.
Everything is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna die. No. Currently, my Eber is just bouncing around all over the place in another battle.
you're currently just in a wall for me.
Yeah. If we let's restart that and see what happens.
That is
That's
very.
not as intended.
That's very indicative of every stream I've ever had. Quite often
It's
something
good.
will break and I'll just be like, well, it's been 3 hours. Time to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, I think this is a sign. I think this is video game Jesus telling me to stop.
Yeah, so true.
Ugh. Oh, I. Yeah.
Think you're fast?
Oh.
I'm doing the same thing again, where I'm stuck in this wall.
Really?
I think I know what the issue is. We had the same issue on a flooring level, like very early, and it's something to do with the physics on the buzzsaw things.
Huh. Okay.
That's
Shall we
good to know. At least I've seen it. I can repro it now with the programmers and they'll be like, oh yeah, and it'll be like a bracket instead of a colon somewhere in the code.
All right, let me see if I can get through it this time and get you out of the wall.
Yeah, I went to the hidden underwater kingdom. I'm actually fighting my own battle now in Atlantis.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, you're here now, or at least you're moving.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, keep going. I'm going in completely the wrong direction. I have something has taken over my player. I don't know what that is. It's not really Eber. It's fake Eber. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Is this how you're teasing the DLC? Is this
I
how the
wish.
cult? Is this how the cult gets you? Oh, I thought I'd fallen down a hole that wasn't meant to be fallen down. Oh. You know, maybe that would have been pretty cool. We would have skipped to the secret, like, what's lower than a pence?
Oh, the like the kind of be like the penny leagues.
Yeah, it'd be the negative penny. The negative penny.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm dead. No. Oh, okay.
Okay, there's two battles and a boss. We're very low on health.
I believe in us. I don't believe in us.
Have faith, man. Have faith. That's what Jack Townsend would be on. Have faith. Indubitably.
I can do anything with a Tom here. This is challenging my ability to actually dodge so hard right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no! Okay, this seems like the good room to use this.
Oh, yeah. He says as he misses everything.
Oh, there I am. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Why? I did 4 damage. Oh. Automaton, believe in me. Ah. Ow.
Ugh.
Oh!
Ah!
No, 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 no! I can't do this alone!
Ah, good. Okay, I've got a little last chance for Cassie.
Oh,
Ah.
I am here. I am the best! Ah! Automaton, believe in me! Oh, no, 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 no!
Thank you very much. Ah!
Oh,
It just keeps nailing me. No!
oh,
Oh, I'm out. I'm out. It's all you, Dakota.
no! I'm so screwed! Ah!
Oh, nice.
Oh, if I could get stuck in that corner, that'd be great. No! Ah, good, good. No! No! Oh! Oh! Tom! I believed in you! No! Oh no, I didn't get Tom up. Hopefully I won't need him. Oh, I might need him.
Oh, come on. No! and that, as we say, is the end.
It's been absolutely fantastic having you here.
Oh my! Thank you so much for having me on your channel. It's so fun to just come and play it and kind of like hang out. Seeing this game for 3 years and then just seeing people finally play it. Oh, it's so good, so good.
Well, the game's so good.
Oh, thank you very much. Tell everyone you know. Apparently, you already have.
I have. I've told everyone I know. I'm buying it for more people come Christmas. Go buy this game. Go follow all the Twitters.
Yeah, if you do buy this game, please leave us a review, whether it's on Steam, if you got your key from Keymailer or wherever, just leave us a review. Visibility for this game at this point in its life is absolutely key to making sure it carries on.
One moment, and I can... Go buy the game, link there, and when I put this up on YouTube, there'll be a link down below if you've managed to watch this whole thing. You're all fantastic. You're fantastic for making a great game like this.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a total team effort. There's 8 of us here, and yeah, we live, breathe, speed Brawl. We absolutely love it. So if you guys are buying it, we're going to carry on making more and more stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Dakota, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for having me. I will speak to you again very soon.
I will speak to you. I will send you I will get you connected with the person I told you about.
Oh, yeah, Lithuania. That'd be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay. And to everybody else, I'm going to go make dinner. And
that sounds good.
Yes. And I hope you all have a lovely night. See ya.
Adios.